Today we're making pumpkin spice rolls. Come on in, welcome to my home. Today's recipe is for you pumpkin spice lovers. Yes, this is a pumpkin spice roll that does not have pumpkin in it. It's just the spice part of the pumpkin spice. So this is for all of you pumpkin spice latte lovers who are just going to enjoy this. I am making this in my wonderful Cuisinart bread maker. I highly recommend it. Not a sponsored video in any way, shape, or form. This was a gift, best gift I ever got from my mother. I love this thing. So if you want to know about it, there's a description. It's down in the description to my Amazon affiliate link. Love this thing. But it's one of those rolls that you can actually make for breakfast for Thanksgiving. Yeah, Thanksgiving is coming up. This is one of those things that you can make a couple days ahead and then just warm it up. I do recommend not putting on the frosting until the last minute, but we'll get to all that. Let's make the dough first. It is really easy. Now I want you to put these things into your pan the way that your manufacturer suggests. All of my ingredients are at room temperature. That is super important. They need to be at room temperature. So let's start off. I have half a cup of milk, 2 eggs, and 4 tablespoons of butter that's been cubed. And I just cut that into little small pieces to make it easier. It will melt that way. It'll just go really fast. Alright, next thing that we add is salt, and that's 1/8 teaspoon of sea salt. We're going to add in our sugar, and then vanilla. If you want to know all the amounts, it'll show up down at the bottom of the screen. It'll also show up down in the description. It will give you all the amounts. Okay, the next thing that we add, flour. This is going to be 3 cups of flour. Dump that in there. Cornstarch. This one surprised me when I first started working on this recipe. The cornstarch in it just does this really wonderful thing. Now I'm going to make a little well down in there and put in my yeast. That's 1 tablespoon of yeast. Now put it in my bread maker. We're going to set this on the dough setting and let it run through the entire cycle. It is so easy to do and so wonderful. Yeah, you just sit back, kick back, relax, and enjoy it. So let's let this go ahead and do its thing. Our dough is done. I'm just going to take it out of the pan. I have my cookie mats, and these are just the silicone mats. I have that lined lightly with flour. Then I'm going to divide this in half, sit 1/2 off to the side, take this half, and then I'm just going to roll it. Flip it over. There we go. You want to roll this till it's about 1/4 inch thick. That'll work perfectly. Now we're going to mix in our filling. For our filling, I have sugar, and this is raw sugar, and then this is white sugar. Now, if you're going to use brown sugar and white sugar, you're going to have to do this reversed, and it'll be described down in the description. But yeah, you'll do it differently, just a little bit. And then this, of course, is pumpkin pie spice. If you want to learn how to make your own pumpkin pie spice, click that eye in the sky. It'll take you to that day where I made pumpkin pie spice, or you can just go ahead and make your own. Wow, you can really smell that. Alright, I'm going to mix this up well. I have butter, and you're going to use about 2 tablespoons of butter per half. So I'm going to brush that on there. It smells so good. Then I'm going to take a spoon and then just sprinkle it. Try to go evenly over this. Do the best that you can. Once that has been sprinkled, then I'm going to roll it up from the long end to form a nice log. Okay, so here's something important to remember. Don't cut on your mats. I try not to. So I'm just going to take a cutting board and just going to cut this in half, line my 2 halves up, cut that in half so that I'm going to get 8 pieces. I have a greased baking pan. I'm going to put those 8 pieces into my greased baking pan. Cut side down. Remember to space this out. Now to repeat the same exact process with the other piece. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to take a cover, place it over this, and then put this in a draft-free place and let it raise for about 30 to 40 minutes. I'm probably going to go 40 minutes. While it's raising, I will preheat my oven so that we can go ahead and stick it into the oven. But let's let this raise for about 40 minutes. After 40 minutes, the rolls are ready to go into the oven. The oven is preheated at 350 degrees. I'm going to bake these for about 20 to 25 minutes until they come out of the oven. They're nice and golden brown and they sound hollow when you tap them. Then we have to let them cool. So let's get these into the oven. Our rolls are nice and cooled. Now we are going to make our lovely icing. Now, the one thing you want to remember is this takes way less milk than what you think it does. So I have my milk, and I have 1.5 cups of powdered sugar. I'm going to add just a splash, and then start mixing. Right now it's a little too thick. A splash more. Now if you want, you could add a vanilla to this, you could add pumpkin pie spice to this, or you could just do what I'm going to do and leave it plain. I like the color. The color is going to give it this wonderful, nice white color to it. Alright, right now you're going to think this is way too thick. Trust me, it's not. And I'm just going to drizzle this over our rolls. Alright, now that they are all drizzled on, I'm just going to reach in here and pull one out. This looks wonderful. Now, so I don't get it all over myself, I'm just going to cut into it. Let's go ahead and have a taste. If you love pumpkin pie spice, you are going to love this. Have this with a pumpkin pie spice latte. You can learn how to make your own right there. It is amazing. You are going to so enjoy this. I highly recommend it. If you make this, let me know. You can get a hold of me on most social media at cmcolemanhome. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. You can share it. Don't forget to subscribe and check out the other videos on this channel. I love making these videos for you, and I hope I get to see you again next time.